Excuse me, Your Grace. Where are you? It's not exactly normal to be sitting in a dark room, if I may say so. Good heavens. Please don't sneak up behind me like that. Well, I'm here to see if this is a convenient time to discuss the incident. You can't avoid discussing this, forever, at least. What incident? The incident with the brigands, of course. What else would I be referring to? You are too nonplussed, Your Grace. It makes me worried. But that is my job. As scribe, envoy, and advisor, I am to worry for you and about you and to make every effort to assist you, especially when you neglect to worry about yourself. Your Grace, your safety was placed in jeopardy. I recognize your skill with a blade, but I cannot ignore that this was allowed to transpire only a stone's throw outside of the capital. Thank you. I'm sorry, can you repeat that? I didn't quite hear you. No, I don't believe I was followed. Is somebody following me? You're not sure? What does that mean? Is somebody following you? You're not sure about that either. Okay. Well, are we safe right now? Here in the palace? Your Grace, we should summon your bodyguard right now. If somebody's following you, we need to find your guard. This is too, yes, right. As you wish. I will sit down. Now, please. What's happening? Assassins. Your Grace, why am I only hearing about this now? I am your advisor and your friend. Why didn't you tell me about this? Is this why you asked what incident when I asked earlier? I would say, what am I to do with you? But that feels slightly problematic for my long-term health. Oh, you agree. Of course. Right. No teasing. Well, fearing for my life aside, why didn't you tell me about these assassins? Even if they weren't a threat, you should have told me. Your alacrity and deftness with a blade being reaffirmed, that doesn't negate the fact that next time the assassins may not come at you with an incompetent man holding a blade. Next time they might hide that blade in a goblet of wine or a trusted hand. No, I'm not saying they're gonna make you swallow a knife. I'm saying, but what if they poison you, Your Grace? Thank you. Do you have any idea who hired the assassins? Now that I know of their existence, I'm sure we can connect them to the brigands that attacked us on the road. Nothing. I take it they're not alive to get information from? Just like the brigands on the road. I recognize that it is your prerogative as the Grand Duchess to do as you choose, but it does make my job a lot harder to track down the sources of these problems when there are, how do I put this, no survivors? Thank you for taking that under consideration. Well, perhaps we can determine a connection between these events if we go through them. All right. Well, I remember the incident on the road vividly enough, as I'm sure you do as well. And I'm sure that you remember the incident with the assassins well. Although I don't actually know when that occurred. Fair enough. Well, Your Grace, we were traveling to the newly expanded Magic Academy outside the capital of the dukedom when we were ambushed by brigands. Not the normal riffraff that one can see on roads. No, this was something different. They were well armored, and disciplined. They weren't exactly bandits. They were something different. I'm quite thoroughly pleased with myself that I had the foresight to bring a small detail of guards with us, despite the fact it being a short trip. You see, I intended it as a small display of your grandeur. But those guards turned out to be quite indispensable for me. Yes, I'm quite aware that you didn't need the help. Though, yeah, I'm sure you could have done that whole thing by yourself. I needed the help. Thank you. No, I mean it. You are as graceful and adroit as you are beautiful, Your Grace. All who meet you are in awe. You are as inexorable with a blade as the moons through the inky night sky. And your gaze is both alluring and ineffable. All of your subjects cannot help but throw themselves at your feet. I haven't even mentioned the effect that you have on your suitors. Apologies, I've gotten carried away. I shouldn't be... I shouldn't have spoken so freely. I'm glad you enjoy my compliments, but I should not continue. No, my apologies. I didn't mean to talk back to you. Of course, I can continue if that's your wish. Your Grace, everybody in the room cannot help but stare when you enter the court every day. Your attire is as perfectly fitted as it is rich, but yet not gauche or garish. I do admire your wardrobe. But no, I don't mean me. I mean other people. No, I didn't say I admire your wardrobe. I am quite sure that you misheard me. Yes, continuing. Your head-turning effect, as I will call it. Well, that effect is magnified tenfold when you enter a ballroom. Your gowns are always breathtaking. I know that I am the one that contracts the best seamstresses in the dukedom for your attire, but still, I find the results quite breathtaking when you wear them. I believe that everything you wear would be naught but a pallid facsimile if worn by any other. If I may step further, your armor when you parade or train with the knights is also gorgeous. Functional and highly protective, yet also detailed, elegant, and embellished. Fitting for somebody of your station. But yes, I do have one final thought on the subject. You look beautiful when you go riding. No, I am aware that you go riding. You cannot hide it, as, frankly, I follow you sometimes. You see, when you finish holding court, I notice you're gone sometimes. So I followed you on one occasion, and you went out to the stables with no guards or anything, and just left. So I followed. Yes, yes, I do follow from a discreet distance. I can't help it, Your Grace. I was raised to worry about you and protect you. My parents served yours, and they raised me to serve you. It is the very purpose of my being to protect you from harm. When your parents had you taking fencing lessons as a child, I was also enrolled because it would be my job to keep you safe when we grew up. Although I suppose it didn't turn out that way. I wasn't that bad at fencing. I was able to hit you sometimes. That's something, right? Right? I was quite dreadful, wasn't I? On the rare chance I scored a hit on you, you demanded rematch after rematch until I knew I was bested. You've always had a preference for that sort of victory, didn't you? You batter your opponent until they know they were wrong to challenge you in the first place. Yes, indeed. Just like your recent trade negotiations with Drachma. They arrived with a proposal that was effectively a scam. It was an insult, if I may. I remember walking through the halls of the palace, and they had just finished trade discussions with you, and they were leaving the court as I was walking in, and they had the palest faces I have ever seen. What did you say to them? I don't want to know. Yes, of course, Your Grace, as you say. Well, I suppose, all in all, my parents wanted me to be able to protect you when they had me take those fencing lessons, but you do not need protecting. Frankly, I'm in need of more protection than you do. Around. Those were the days, weren't they, Stardust? Yes, I haven't called you that in a while. I don't believe I've called you that since you inherited the title of Grand Duchess. Well, I started calling you that after I saw you sneaking out of the palace and going for a night ride. Naturally, I arose and ran to the stables to follow. By the time I caught up to you, I saw you practicing light magic near a small waterfall. Little sparkles drifting around your fingertips, along with the large spheres of light drifting about your head, with the cascading water behind you. It was such a memorable scene that I started calling you Stardust. Well, that wasn't the only reason. No, I wasn't mumbling, Your Grace. Yes. As you wish. Yes, I was mumbling. I said that wasn't the only reason. I called you Stardust because you were unattainable. As the stars rotate in the heavens every night, distant and untouchable, so did you. Stardust, you know my family isn't noble. We have no titles, nor lands. It does matter. While I learned about calligraphy and stenography, you learned to dance, to speak confidently, to fight with a blade, to lead us all as the next Grand Duchess. The only time I ever rotated in the same heavens as you was our fencing lessons. When we fenced, I could actually be present and do something with you And you always had a smile on your face, especially when you were beating me. And I was never upset about losing, because I got to see you smiling, Stardust. I adored you. I'm straying again, aren't I? This isn't a time for nostalgia. The brigands and assassins. Stardust, your grace, we should discuss the brigands now. My feelings can wait. The inverse, you say. I suppose it's true that the brigands and assassins are dead. They shall wait forever, as you say. But your grace, why are you walking closer? Hold on, wait. Gracious, you feel quite strongly about this, I see. Well, if you are going to bring a knife into this, then yes. Discussion of the brigands can wait until tomorrow. So, what are we discussing? I apologize. That was in jest, Your Grace. Please don't get the knife again. I know what we're discussing. My impropriety and excess candor, I suppose. It was improper, Stardust. I can't speak this way with you. I'm me, a lowborn, and you are you. You're magnificent, beautiful, dangerous, and noble-born. You are a Grand Duchess. I shouldn't. No, I cannot want you. No matter how much I might want that. Yes, I said I want that. I want you. I know I am a walking contradiction. I say that I cannot want you, and then I say I want you. Stardust, please tell me what to do. Why not? This is the first time I've asked for an order and you haven't given it one. You won't tell me what to do? All right. I'll just speak my mind. I've always admired you, to the point that it almost felt like desecration when I hugged you as a child. I cannot think straight when in a room with you. I can barely help myself but stare at you. When I noticed that you've noticed my staring, my heart starts to beat like a bird's wings against its cage, and my face feels as if it's on fire. I adore you. I've told you such at this point. I cannot. Think about it, Stardust. You have to have a good marriage for the sake of the dukedom. And I don't fall into that category. Even if you don't care, others will. The trade deals that we rely on may dry up. Nobles don't look kindly on nobles marrying commoners. I'm not common. I appreciate the sentiment, but just saying that I'm not common to you doesn't change who I am. I might feel like a giddy child hearing you say that, but no matter how you view me, that won't change the effect loving me would have. I apologize. I shouldn't assume. I don't know that you love me. I should leave. Hey, wait. Hold on. Ow. That hurt. Well, this is a compromising position. You pinning me down. Your Grace, please get off of me. If somebody were to walk in now, what would they think? True. Walking into a High Duchess's chambers unannounced is perhaps a worse crime than pinning down one's advisor. But that doesn't negate my request for you to let me up. You don't want to? Stardust, please. What will it take for you to let me up? You won't get off of me until I admit the truth. No, I'm not cute when I'm flustered. Please don't say such dumb things. You're Stardust. The truth. Okay. The truth is, I am in love with you. I've always loved you. Why do you think I would follow you whenever you sneaked out of the palace? I'd follow at your heels like a puppy. I yearned for you to turn your head and see me. But I realized that that wish was unattainable. Dangerous, even. Because you can't love me. I am nothing compared to you. I'm me, and you're you. You are beautiful and dangerous and untouchable to me. So I gave up. I threw aside the love that I had and poured my heart into serving you. Because it was the closest thing I had to having you as I could have. Why are you looking at me like that? And leaning toward me? Well, I guess that answers that question. What now, Stardust? You want me to stay? Like tonight? I see. I understand. Right. What if more assassins appear? What better place to protect you than your bed, after all? Get the guy who can't fight to stay and bodyguard you as you asleep. Is that it? You look surprised. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to assume. Did you want me to take the floor? I would be happy to do so, Stardust. If don't laugh at me. This is new. I'm not used to this. Okay, I accept. Yes. My heart feels like it could burst out of my chest right now. It just doesn't feel real, and it feels all too real at the same time. I don't know what to do. Yes. The feeling of your soft lips affirmed that this is real to me. May I kiss you again? No. Why? You can kiss me, but I can't kiss you. I see. Oh. accept that arrangement. You win, as always, Stardust. What should we do now? It's grown quite late. But get in bed. Right. Sorry, I should be quiet. I won't be quiet? What does that mean? Why are you smirking at me? I'm going to choose to ignore that. So what do we do? Do we get in bed now? Sorry, I'm just overwhelmed. Also, I don't have a nightgown with me, Stardust. I don't need one. What do you was that? Right? Oh, I see. That makes sense. Yes. Sorry, I'm just very overwhelmed right now. Well, this is nice. Your bed is certainly softer and nicer than mine. So what do we do now? Do we just, like, sleep me here and you over there, or do we cuddle now, or... I told you I haven't done this before, so cut me some slack, okay? Yes, you're right. I will calm down. Okay, I'll look at you. Stardust, you have very nice eyes. No, really. They're almost abyssal in a way. No, it is a compliment. You see, when I look into your eyes, I feel like I could get lost forever. And I feel like I'd like to remain lost like that. Your eyes feel like the night sky. I can stare and study all I wish, but I will never be able to note every detail. Invariably, a new star will catch my gaze, and I will get lost all over again. Stardust, I've been dreaming of this day for so long that I can't help but fear that I will blink and awake, and this will all have not been but a dream. Yes, I know you're real. I can feel the warmth radiating from your body and your hand on my chin. I know this is real, but I still fear losing all of this. Will you hold me until I fall asleep? I'm experiencing a lot of emotions and new feelings, and I want to be held. So please, may I cuddle into you? Thank you. What is this? Is this a knife? Why do you have a knife in your bed? Oh, right, for assassins. I'm sorry, Stardust. I didn't realize you had to live like this. Well, I had some idea, but I had no idea you slept with a knife. I will do my utmost to keep you safe. I recognize my ineptness with swords and spells, but I can turn a phrase well enough, and my spies will devote themselves to your safety. From now on, Stardust, I wish to hold you close to me and not let go. I know you said that I am not to kiss you. So will you kiss me again? Hmm? Thank you. Good night, my Duchess, my Stardust, my love. I won't let you go. Has anybody told you that you're very comfortable? Okay, I'll stop talking. Good night. Hello, hello, howdy, hey. Thank you for listening to the end of the video. I've been reading way too many webtoons, if that isn't obvious by this. I don't know. I'll write the ones that inspired this, I guess, down in the description. Oh well. Yeah, there's some good ones. This was a lot of fun. I did I did several takes for this, but I cut out about 3,000 words from the script because I was like, this is unnecessary exposition, and I don't think people would listen through this. Oh well. It was still fun to write, and it was a good distraction from all the work that I've had lately. But yeah, that's it. I hope y'all are doing well. Have a good weekend, and sleep well. Bye.